It's 2 days until Christmas. I hope you've got all your shopping done, but if you haven't, don't worry, I got you covered. I'm Robbie O'Leaf, and today we are going to play Gift Grab, the limited time event that debuted last week. Not sure why my game just crashed right after I started recording. So let's go ahead and boot that back up. I guess that'll give me some time to do a little bit of talking while waiting on that. But, so yeah, I actually got my first win in the roll-off event earlier today while playing Gift Grab. That event's been out since I started playing back in August, and I've never managed to get a win. Now, my squad or duo has won, but always because one of my teammates was able to last to the end. I was never able to do so. Now, I will say one of those times my partner did last to the end because I sacrificed myself to eliminate someone else. I grabbed them as they went to jump over a gap, and I fell off with them. But we got the win that way. But today was the first time that I ever actually was the last being standing. I think about 7 people made it to the finale, and surprisingly, most people a lot of people fell off pretty early. I guess the event only went about a minute or so. I'm not really sure, but made it to the final 3. One of the players was dressed as Hatsune Miku, and the other, I don't remember. I want to think he might have been the drummer costume that you get for the Gift Grab event if you complete all the objectives. Could be wrong about that. Don't really remember. But at Final 3, I did what I had done to help my partner before. As Hatsune went to jump over a gap, I grabbed her, causing her to fall in. And this time, I was actually prepared, so I was able to jump over the gap and survive. And like 2 seconds later, I don't know what happened because I didn't see it, the other guy fell off, earning me the win for the first time in that event. So I'm super excited about that. So Gift Grab is I mean, we've seen this event before multiple times. Last season, if you played the beginning of Season 2, the Hatsune Miku event was basically the same thing, except that you were grabbing 2 different items, not just gifts. This one is all nothing but gifts. You were grabbing 2 different items, and it replaced, well, not replaced, but the items appeared in solo, duos, and squad show. And then we also saw, very similar with the Masters of the Universe variation of the event, grabbing Havoc Staffs and Power Swords, but that replaced a squad show for the week. This one doesn't replace anything, but it only happens in solo mode. So I'm disappointed by something. I mentioned in previous videos that I had read that Fall Guys was removing the Time Attack trial. And I mentioned I didn't know if that was the daily one or just or all of them. I mentioned that maybe they were removing the daily but would still bring it back, you know, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday like they said they were going to do when the season started. But that is not the case. It's Friday, and that mode has not been brought back, which sucks. I didn't like the event personally, but A, they announced it, and B, looking at Twitter, it looks as though a lot of people did really enjoy that event. So I think that was a stupid decision to not at least bring it back on the weekends. Speaking of other kind of disappointing Season 3 things, I noticed earlier that I don't think a single event that was released for this season is involved in the Gift Grab event. Like, neither of the sliding ones are available. I don't believe Puzzle Path ever... Oh, I screwed up, but I still managed to grab it. Okay, good. I don't think Puzzle Path ever comes up in this mode. Maybe it does, and I just don't remember. But one that it doesn't, and honestly it should, is Blastlantis. Blastlantis would be the perfect event for this. It's a super boring event to begin with, but it would actually give you something to do. And of course, you'd eventually lose access to certain presents if you don't, like, run to the side that always sinks first. Which might encourage a bunch of people to actually wind up getting close together if they are all focused on getting the presents. So big disappointment that they didn't bother adding that to this event. And of course, you can't get any presents in Kraken Slam, but then again, presents don't appear in any of the finals, so there's no surprise there. And I feel like it's been a while since I played Kraken Slam. I wonder if it's been vaulted already. So what's event number 2 going to be? Now, as you may notice, honestly, because I've already completed all the objectives for the what's it called, the gift grab event, I don't even pay attention to the presents anymore. I don't know if I got any that round, and if I did, it's just because they were there and I just happened to run through them. They are no longer relevant to me, so I just don't even pay attention to them. I can see a ton of them there, but once I start running, I barely pay attention to them. Unless there's like a straightaway, like right at the very end, if I know that nothing can stop me from reaching the finish line, I'll pay a little more attention to them. I don't care enough to go after them, but if they're close by, I might walk a little sideways to get them. I missed the variant of this from Season 2 that had the X's in the middle. Made this event much more tolerable, that you could occasionally go up quite a bit faster by going over the hexes because they weren't trying to shove you backwards. Oh, that sucked. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Alright, so 6-8's finish. Got Sandy Cheeks running around grabbing gifts. I hate that it doesn't let you see the actual gifts when you're watching the other players, because it's like, if I didn't know that she was grabbing gifts, I would have wondered why the heck did she just turn and run to the right instead of to the finish line. So it is super cold for my area today. I think the high for today is 33, which is, if you're not familiar with Fahrenheit, 1 degree is 33 degrees is 1 degree above freezing. Of course, if you're from the northern states, you're used to much colder than this, but this is pretty unusual for my area. Alright, airtime. Airtime is kind of meh. I would have much preferred the other one. Leading Light, which did come up earlier when I was playing Gift Grab, and I managed to qualify. I do wonder though, like, did I qualify because I did well, or did I qualify because some people are far more focused on what's it called, grabbing gifts than actually following the light? Oh, the fan just happened to be right there. That sucks. Oop, can I hit that? Nah. Okay. But I will probably be knocked out of this one. I don't often qualify. I'm not going to actually try to... Ooh, I messed up. Darn it, I didn't dive far enough. And it keeps spawning me to the side I don't want to be. Oh! Nothing's going right. I feel like I should have got a bit more credit than that. Maybe it was giving me some and I didn't pay attention. Okay, we're done. Since it will not spawn me on the other side of the board where I can actually land on the 360 degree, I'm not going to play that. I'd rather play another round because we're almost nearing the 10-minute point. Since the game crashed on me right after I started filming and I had to waste time loading the game back up. So we're just going to boot out because screw that event, especially when it will not spawn me on the side that is easier to actually stay in the light. The only time that it did, a fan immediately blew me off, so I never got any frickin' quality time there. Oh, Big Fans. Big Fans does not come up nearly enough, and I miss it. I also miss Full Tilt. I really wish they'd bring them back. I think they're vaulted because of visual issues for some players. And I was having visual issues with Lily Leapers today, so get rid of that one. I mean, I've gotten much better at that event, but I don't particularly enjoy it, and I was definitely having issues with the camera playing that one, and it was the only one that it happened on. Happened 2 or 3 times when I played. Hate when you can't go forward because there's too many beans in the way and I screwed up that jump. It did not look like he could have grabbed me, so I didn't... Normally I would have prevented that, but he did not look close enough to me to even be able to grab me. I think I got cheated. I just screwed that up. Alright, we're done for today. My Christmas present is not to torture myself when the game cheats. And I do feel like I was cheated. He shouldn't have been close enough to grab me. So I'm going to head out. I hope everyone has a very happy holiday season, and tune in for my Fall Guys videos that are coming up in just a bit. Later, everyone.